It is Thursday, February the 8th, 2024, and I'm getting ready right now to head over to the United Center for Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign's Vultures listening experience. From what we understand, this is a listening party for Ye and Ty's collab album that is highly anticipated. We've been waiting on it since about October of 2023. I've been covering all the events happening with this project's rollout on this channel in numerous videos. There was a few listening events held just a few months back in December in Vegas and Miami, and while the material played there was heavily unfinished, I think the tracks had a lot of potential. If Kanye, as long as we don't hear no mumble verses at the United Center tonight, I think these tracks have a lot of potential in this album, this project, Volume 1 anyway. It's going to be great. Now, ordinarily, I do these videos, like the vlogs or whatever, I hate that term, with my nice camera I film my videos with. Honestly, I don't feel like lugging that shit around, and I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max or whatever the hell, and it's the newest phone, people. I hope to God what they say and hyped up about this camera's filming quality, I hope it's legit. Do a little fit check here first. We got... what the fuck? We got the Marilyn Manson tee. We've got the 350s. Ready to go. Hoping to see some special guests there. Probably Playboy Cardi, hopefully Freddie Gibbs, maybe even JPEG Mafia. And I don't know what I'm gonna do if I see Peggy's cute ass on stage just inches away from me. But seriously though, head to the United Center. Vultures listening event, the listening party for Volume 1. Let's get it. Okay, I'm in the seats right now. Shit is crazy. They didn't let us sit down and go to the seats for like 40 minutes. The merch is fucking crazy. It was $20. I'll show y'all when I get home, but we're close as fuck. This is the view. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking because DJ Ferris's fucking sexy ass. He's blurring music right now. It's hard to hear me, but it looks fucking sick in here. And the show's about to start, hopefully soon.
You already know what I'm on. Tell them no way to fund me. Pulling up drop top Porsche. Just that glory. I'ma come through and just black out. Black out. Keep it cookies on the sky. Cash out. We finna throw the stars out. And beyond that, just that rip up the contract. So I thought I was the only one. I dare you have a nigga in your house eating Papa John's. Where you get that money from? Looking at how far we come, I bought your first sponsor wrong. Guess we had an awesome run. Ever since I lost my mind. Ain't a busy with a juicy, getting gentle. If I gotta pay for it, I'ma drive it like a rental. I'm just here to get paid. 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 I got mistake. In the classes, life for the past, too fast. Always trying to get the new games.
We didn't change that shit.
Let's keep zoning, let's keep rolling, let's keep rolling. Girl, I know that it ain't over in the morning. They'll be running back to me. Heart was broken, I am frozen. money like it's free to me. That shit fall off trees to me. We ain't even stressed, we the new kings. The sheets we done made a mess, they gon' have to clean for me. I love Sometimes it hurts, I guess I never learned. What make a son a CEO of the firm? It's not so what's for the shirt with big worms. I need a sign to see a couple burning deals. And in the morning after, and I quote, it's only one go, let you have your fun though. Run the block like my tumbo, you had it on loan. Every day in New Jersey, on my way to New York. I was late to every meeting in my Queens tunnel. But all the hoes in Hoboken know, if I see you outside with the open toes, you might get you a trip to the Poconos. You might have to tell your man a Pinocchio. That was a jokey joke, that wasn't nowhere near as funny when you broke. Crying in high school over a high school bitch, and she's still in the dark taking night school, bitch. Look at how we met. Crazy, bipolar, anti-Semite.
All right, everybody. I just got home about midnight. No album. Shit did not drop, but I honestly had just a fucking fantastic time. And if that taints my view of things and how I thought the music sounded, so be it. I have that bias because this was so fucking fun. All right, so I got the track list in front of me here, and I'm going to run down all the songs that were played and give my general thoughts on what we heard here tonight. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and talk about the merch really quick. So we got there around like 6:40, got in line. Doors were supposed to open at 7:30. They didn't open until about 8:10. And luckily, we were really early in line, so I ran right to the merch. And I got this shit, just the Vultures tee. It was only $20. That's crazy. Kanye finally doing that affordable clothing he's been talking about for ages now. They had the white sweats and the white shorts there too. And they were both like same price as the website, like 120 or whatever. But yeah, the only difference between this shirt and the one on the website right now is the weird crop thing, which I prefer this. I think this is a better look, personally anyway, for me. But with the merch being so cheap, with the shirts and everything, like the merch lines were absolutely insane. Luckily, we were so ahead in line at the gate that by the time they did open the doors, we were able to get right to merch, and we were one of the first people to get our hands on it, which is thank God, because the lines were absolutely crazy. Then we went to go to our seats. They didn't allow us to for like another hour because, I don't know, production stuff or whatever. But eventually we did, and the stage wasn't too crazy. Didn't need to be, I don't think. We were all kind of there to hear some new music. I was anyhow. And I'm going to just run through this set. So they didn't start with everybody. They started with this song, In the Stars. So honestly, don't have a lot of opinions on this song. Sounded okay, but I obviously was there. Audio's crazy, like you're not hearing this shit and like fucking with my AirPod Maxes or some shit, like, you know what I mean? And they played Timbo Freestyle, which I was a big fan of. From what I heard in the arena, mind you, everything I say here, like, bass was fucking crazy. Couldn't even hear person next to me talking. So, but from what I heard, even that girl who was singing, who everyone was clowning on, I thought she sounded good. Then Paid, fucking loved it. That was one of my favorite songs that we heard from the first two raves, and I fuck with it a lot. Also changed his verse on that one a little bit, and he still kept the high-pitched singing. I've been so trained to like that shitty version that he played at the Miami rave that I didn't even care. Gang, got to re-listen to this. Then they played Talking, and once again with North, she came out. That was a cool moment. But then Everybody. And as you saw in the video, Kanye still had that fucking crazy-ass line in there. I don't think he's changing it. Man, I think that's a track just for more of the casual fans. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Kanye knows it's going to be a viral hit. And, like, that line's iconic in a Kanye way, same way it is on Life of Pablo, Father Stretch. Then they played Back to Me with Freddie Gibbs. So Freddie Gibbs didn't come out till later. I think he was just late or some shit. That shit was fucking weird. But it's genuinely a great track. And Kanye's second verse, as goofy as it is, man, it's that same type of thing. It's just iconic. Then they played this newer track, which I have a lot more to say about, Hood Rat. And I feel like this was the first track that introduced this, like, honestly, Yeezus-inspired sound of this album that I didn't fucking expect. Kanye's scream is so great on that track. It's like, rah! It sounds so fucking cool. No features on that one, I don't think. Unlike the next track, Do It, which I knew for a long time is Money on the Floor. YG came out for this one, which was cool. But they changed the structures of the verses, which I hope isn't the structure they use for this album version, because it sounded off. Like, Kanye's verse came in earlier than YG's, or I forgot how they did it, but it just didn't sound as good as the version at that Miami rave did. Want to add in here real quick, too, because I feel like I'm not mentioning it as much. Ty Dolla $ign, man. Give this man his fucking flowers. From that track, Money on the Floor, to Back to Me, this guy has the best choruses we've heard in fucking years. This man's vocals are on point. He was dancing up there, vibing, moving his shoulders like crazy. Even lit up at some point mid-fucking listening party. I love Ty Dolla $ign, and I just want to say how phenomenal of an artist he is. He is truly just, what a fucking talent. Next track was Paperwork. Quavo was featured, which I was able to hear. He got an iconic voice, and we're going to talk about Quavo in a second here because I'm very upset. I'm heartbroken at a certain fact here. Paperwork was good. I don't really have much to say about it. It was like, never heard the track before, so it was just kind of taking it in, kind of like In the Stars. Then they played Burn, which I think in the video where I showed it on the stream that I took, like my footage, like you can hear me like, what the fuck? I don't know if I hit play before I said that, but like, man, that was a track that leaked about a month and a half ago now, or 2 months ago at this point. I can't believe they put it on the album. There's no reason not to. It's a great fucking song. I know everyone in the Kanye bubble like heard it and was like, wow. But like that's a whole new audience that could hear that, and I think it's just a really great fucking track with a great verse from Kanye. Hopefully it ends up on the album. Then Fuck Some. This is where we gotta have our combo, bro. Because Cardi's on it. Sounds fine. I don't care for his verse that much, I'm gonna be real. I'm sure when I listen to it, I'll like it more, but it was just like, I was focused on the fact that Quavo has been taken off this track. I want everybody who hasn't heard Quavo's verse on Fuck Some, look up the Las Vegas after party Fuck Some snippet, because that man had the best verse on this song, better than anybody at this version, and he was left off, and I think that's a fucking shame. Better verse than everybody. Apparently Travis was on this song too, Travis Scott. I didn't hear Travis Scott. A lot of people were expecting Playboi Carti at this event, and I felt like there was kind of an energy shift in the crowd. I personally went for Ye. Like, I was hoping JPEG Mafia was there, because I'm a big fucking Peggy fan, but you can kind of feel the crowd, like, I don't know, it was something weird about Carti not coming out. It was fucking strange, and even after the show, people were like, no Carti? Which was weird. But, and they played Vultures. This was the version that came out as a single before, not the Havoc-produced version. And I gotta say, man, like, I think Bump J sounds really good over that Havoc-produced version, but I prefer the OG version because my favorite verse on that track is Lil Durk's I'm Not Even Fucking With You. And, man, I just love how his verse slides on that original beat. I honestly do. I think Kanye sounds better, too, and Ty's especially. But, I think the Havoc-produced version's good, though. I gotta watch what I say, because I fucked up in that one video and, like, acted like I didn't know who the fuck he was. Anyway, Carnival was played featuring Rich the Kid. This is another one I got a lot to say about, because this was a song that sampled Black Sabbath with a live performance of Iron Man. Huge Black Sabbath fan. So, really had a lot on the line. My heart was invested in this track. And Rich the Kid still featured. New features from Playboi Carti. Fucking love his verse on this track. I think it's so much better than his Fuck Some verse. And let me clarify, too, so I don't get no stupid comments. I love Carti on the hook of Fuck Some, where he's like, "Shawty won't fuck." That's great. I don't like his verse on the. It's not that I don't like it. I think it's just kind of mid. Anyway, he sounded great on Carnival. When I first heard the track, I'm shocked that I didn't think to put Carti on it. But my thing with Carnival is, man, they made it so it's like a chant in an arena, like an old fucking Caesar's Palace ass arena where the people are chanting, which is fine, but I was like, oh, so Black Sabbath didn't want to clear the sample or some shit, right? But then they have the little Black Sabbath sample in there, and I know the sample cut into the beat was really rough, but it was something I could have fucking fixed up. And I don't even edit no music. I edit fucking video shit, and I feel like I could have made it a smoother transition from the sample to the beat. I'm really disappointed that they kind of changed that. It sounds fine. It sounds great still, but I would have loved like a middle ground where you still got that like guitar riff for Iron Man that's so fucking iconic. Kanye's verse on that song, by the way. Holy fuck. Awesome. Then they played Beg Forgiveness with Chris Brown. This is a track that a lot of people loved, especially with the new deeper toned vocals, the effect they put on Chris Brown's vocals. He sounds great, but then there's like, not a beat switch, but a transition, and it's heavenly where Kanye's doing his verse, and then Ty has awesome vocals too. Really awesome song. Didn't expect that second half to be so powerful, honestly. It was fucking awesome. I can't lie, everybody. I'm seeing these two tracks here, So Good and Vatican, and I got no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I did not smoke anything tonight, and I have no idea. I mean, I remember these songs happening. I don't remember any details, so I apologize. I don't really have anything to add. All right, then we got this last song here, I'm Still the King. And honestly, it was one of my favorite songs Kanye played all night. I would love to re-listen and really like pay attention to the lyrics, because I just remember hearing him quote, so appalled when he said, fucking ridiculous, like, whoa. And man, I'm gonna be real, like, he brought somebody out for this part, and I was waiting the whole night to see JPEG Mafia. Like, I was so excited. He's one of my favorite artists, and I figured he might be there. And some dude came out, he had a man purse, and he kind of had a fit similar to something Peggy would wear, and I was like, holy fuck, it's Peggy. I ended up tweeting out, and I feel really bad because, like, the stream cut out at this point because the United Center had a curfew, and basically Kanye, for some reason, I don't know why he started the show an hour and 10 minutes late. If you know they have a curfew and they're going to cut your stream, but they did. So the people at home didn't see it, and then I tweeted out, JPEG Mafia's here, blah, blah, blah. And then by the time I put my footage out, I still thought with my footage it was JPEG, but it wasn't. Someone fucking posted a HD picture, it looked like it was just seeyuh the Prince. So to wrap up my thoughts on the music, I really like this song. Kanye's basically saying, like, no matter what you want to call me, no matter what you want to cancel me for, like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still the king of this shit. Like, I run the culture and everything, which is fucking cool. It was a really cool song. Just a really fucking powerful moment, no good way to end it. But at the same exact time, the overall cohesiveness of the show, it felt like a little underwhelming to a lot of people. And I didn't feel that personally at the show. I know some people who did go and felt that way. But I enjoyed it. I had a good experience. It was good vibes. But I could see why people would say it's underwhelming. You know, we only got, what, YG, Bump J, North, and Freddie Gibbs randomly walking out. You know, people were expecting Cardi. People were expecting maybe Travis Scott, Quavo. And we got less than half of the songs people expected to hear played at this show, and a whole lot of underwhelming guests. And the reason why I think the fans are kind of done dirty here too, as someone who went to the Chicago show, like, tickets were like $240, which, I mean, it's not crazy expensive. I've definitely paid more for a show, but still, it's pretty pricey. And as announced, sold out, and then after all that was done and it was set, the Chicago show was the experience. The album was dropping at midnight. After the show, it was basically the launch party, right? Then it's like, no, we're going to do this New York show too. Randomly announced the day before Chicago. It was like, you know, that's kind of shitty to me. So realistically, you cut half of the guests in half, and half of the songs you play in half because you want to have both shows being different, you know what I mean? And worth it for the fans' money, paying and everything, which is just stupid. Like, you sold out the hometown show, the homecoming, so quickly. Like, bring the fucking party. Let's launch this album out, man. I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me, really. But regardless of that, regardless of the album's status of release, like, I don't give a fuck, man. I had such a good time at this show. I had so much fun. But I suppose we'll see what happens tomorrow with that New York event. It seems as if the album does release, that's about the last hurrah. Like, it's now or never, brother. Drop this shit or not. Promised us this date. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. I had such a great time. I don't know if I'm going to do an update video regarding that New York event, you know, very quickly. I'm honestly not sure. Just check my socials. Twitter @DigitalXDWNLD. Instagram Casey Colkin. I don't really know what I'm doing, man. It's 4 a.m. I'm almost done editing this fucking vlog for y'all. Trying to put it out early. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all appreciate the effort. I think it is like a unique point of view, a unique, you know, perspective to see how it was attending the event in person versus the live stream, especially when you got shit like the last song being cut short. And luckily, I had a little spidey senses telling me that that was the last song, and I recorded a lot of it. So I tried to include almost every video I got of The King, that track, so you guys can hear what you didn't get to hear on the stream. But overall, I had a great time personally, made some great memories. That's what life's about, in my opinion. And from what I heard at this show, I think the album has some great potential. I don't think he played half the shit that's going to be on the record. We'll see what goes down tomorrow, man. I don't know. I'm uploading this shit, and I'm getting my ass to bed. I want to hear what y'all thought about this event down below. I'm losing my fucking mind. Hope y'all enjoyed. Good night.